Hello, I am Thierry, the creator of MySpector, and today we are going to make a tour together of the website myspector.com to understand how it works. MySpector is a framework to automate workflows. The workflow of MySpector is to collect some data from a target website, extract the data. Once the data is extracted, check. And once the check is done, if the outcome is true, you have a list of notifications. A use case, for example, is to download a web page containing the price of an item. You extract the price, you check that the price is below a certain number, and if it's this case, you receive an email or send a tweet or call a web callback. You can extend this for any kind of target sources, like for example a website which dumps a temperature, or even text, like for example a website which displays if an item is out of stock, and then have a notify if the given text has some different value. To use MySpector, simply use your Google account. You do not need to create specific account. The Google sign-in is implemented. Check that you are on the Google website here, and because the authentication standard is implemented, I am logged in here with my Google account. The navigation menu is updated once you are logged in with some more items, the Troxes, the targets, the triggers, about and logout. Troxes is the technical name of MySpector to design one line which design a target, a list of extraction steps, a check, and a list of notifications. Let's look at an example here. The Alliance International bonds, if I execute it, I will fetch data in real time, collect the data, extraction has been successful, the data has been extracted 87.45, and if I click on this link, I go to the target website, and indeed the 87.45 data is obtained. I'm going just after to explain you how it is extracted. If I come back to the list of my Troxes, I have other data here, like for example the temperature of Paris, 11 degrees. If I run it, now the extracted data is 12 because the target website is indicated 12 degrees. And if I come back to my dashboard, this has been updated. One other example, for example, I want to buy a toy, a Big Rock Price, which is a radio control car. I run it. Same thing, the extracted price is $409.99, and if I click on the link, I have the target website. So you see the added value of MySpector. Instead of going manually to different websites to check the different items, MySpector is centralizing all the data aggregated on all the web. So one of the goals of MySpector is to aggregate data and to centralize them in one reference platform. Now, in order to extract the correct data, each Trox must be properly configured, and this is where you go to the configuration manager and you specify the target here with the link, and then you have extraction steps. And one of the key features of MySpector is the extraction step, where I can add different extraction nodes which are chained together, and here I can put the extraction type, and I have access to different operators. The after text, the before text, the between text to isolate some text with some patterns. Then there is all the XPath operators. There is the HTML XPath, the JSON path, and also the XML XPath, the normal XPath. Because the XPath can be a little tricky to configure, I will do another video later on how to use XPath. Just for your information, if I want to obtain the XPath of this precise data, I right click, inspect, then the span here is enlightened. I right click again on the developer tools, copy XPath, then I can here paste it. This is one example, and also if for your information, whatever the XPath that you have, you can go on the developer tools, paste it, press enter, and then the developer tools finds the XPath that you have supplied. So you can look for a given XPath, check that it is correctly behaving inside your browser, and then put it inside the MySpector module. Once the extraction step has been done, you have a check Here I want, if the number is less 86, then I will obtain a notification and I will receive an email. But if I want, I can add different notification nodes and I can have an email, a web callback, or a tweet. For the moment, only the main notification protocol is implemented, but later on in the new releases, the new notification types will be implemented with MySpector. I have here configured Trox to send me an email every time that the temperature is below 4 degrees, and I have configured a trigger to execute the Trox every 2 hours. In this example, you see that this night, every 2 hours, the temperature did go below 4 degrees, and I have received an email every 2 hours. Because MySpector implements different extraction mechanisms, it is also possible to target web API. In this example, I am targeting a web API of Western Digital website, and the web API is given as output some JSON data. Because MySpector has also the extraction operator JSON pass, I can put a extraction with the JSON pass syntax. So you have a multiple of protocols, HTML XPath normally for the XML, but also JSON pass on different other operator for text replacement or text processing. Like for example, with the before, after, and between, if you do not have proper data, you can scrap the JavaScript and extract and cascade it with different operators to, like for example, isolate a JavaScript array and then transform it with a normal JSON text and then put it inside the JSON pass extractor module. And of course, this extraction list will be improved. So if you have any suggestion to add a new extraction operator, contact me and we can discuss to add a new operator because it is designed to be expandable. Now let's look at the target. Here I have a page which just resumes all the different targets that I referenced by the Troxes. And now you are going to ask me, how do I refresh the data? It is on your side that you go on the triggers. You can configure the triggers. Here I have the dashboard of my triggers with the last execution and the next execution which is planned in the future. Here I see that the Trox Alliance International bond will be executed today at 27 past 10. It has been executed yesterday at 27 past 10 on the 2nd of November, when we are today the 3rd of November. You have also, as a refreshment, at the top of the page, the server time and the Troxes are executed based on the server time. If I have just added a new Trox, I can configure automatically to be triggered by clicking on the Create New Trigger button. I choose in the Trox list my Trox to be executed. Big Rock price. I choose the time period, let's say every 10. Then I choose the time frame, 10 minutes. And then I have an acknowledge message. The Trox will be executed every 10 minutes. If I go to save the trigger, then the trigger is created and not yet executed. And the background service is running on the server every minute to run automatically all the pending triggers. Because MySpector is designed as a technical tool, it covers a lot of use cases. It is not easy to configure, but can be very powerful. Now you have understood that the collection stage is to download HTTP pages, but in the later version of MySpector you will have new collection protocol, like for example the ping protocol to check if a host is still alive. The extraction steps, you see that you have the different extraction operators. Then for the checking, you can make every kind of any check that you want, and you can suggest any checking operator that you would like to be added on MySpector. And then you have understand how the added value of the notification to be alerted. So I hope you've enjoyed this presentation of MySpector. It is a little more clear how it is working. Go now on MySpector, create your account, try to create some Troxes. You have in the about page a lot of explanations how it works. And at the end of the page, you have my contact to write me if you have some technical question, and I will make support for you. Bye!